Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Stuff I Talk About. Hopefully it's information you can use and that you find interesting, because I find it interesting too, and obviously because I'm telling you about it, but because I do taxes and because I do real estate, and so my mind is a little bit more on the legalistic side and ways to be smart and savvy about doing your business. Actually, and many of you may know that I am trying to start a nonprofit animal rescue. And so one of the things that we have to do as responsible pet owners is give medicine sometimes to our animals for different things that they have. So we were at the veterinarian's office yesterday picking up some medication, and I picked up this magazine called Pet Lovers. And lo and behold, I noticed right there on the front it says 6 tax breaks for pet owners you can actually get. So I thought, wow, you know what? This is right up my alley. Now, a particular author is not credited on this, but it says that the article is by GoBankingRates.com. So it's probably one of those ghostwriters that you can hire to promote your business or send out some sort of a newsletter all the time. You know, you don't actually have to write those. You can get somebody to write those for you. Anyway, if your pet is a guard dog, generally it's difficult to claim your pet as a business expense, but if your pet guards your business location, you might be able to deduct the costs of keeping him fed and healthy. So think about that. That's number 1, and there are 6. GoBankingRates.com. Cats used for pest control. Now, so maybe you live in an area. I used to live in an area that backed up to a green belt, and we had mice because that's where they live. They live in the field, and so they like to come down and go into the houses. So if your cat is used for pest control, you might also be able to deduct costs associated with your kitty who keeps your business property free of mice, rats, and other vermin. Cats or other animals that are kept primarily for pest control are also deductible. So, and I see a quotation by a certain person, so I'm going to try to figure out who that is. Micah Frame, a CPA in Roanoke, Virginia, and he's the author of the Little Big Small Business book. So, just so you know that this information is public information, but it's not generally known, and this article is attributed to this person. Okay, number 3, offsetting hobby income. If you make money showing your pet, which the IRS might consider as hobby income, you might be able to claim a tax break for related expenses. So in other words, if you have a show dog, and it wins the prize money, then you might be able to deduct some of the expenses incurred to train, show, and up to the amount of the winnings. So let's see. The article also goes into how to get the deduction, and I kind of think that's up to me as a tax preparer to figure out how to do, and if you need help with that, let me know. It's actually not that hard to figure out, but a lot of people are worried about potentially making mistakes and have the IRS come down their neck and blah, blah, blah. So I can help you with that. Number 4, foster pet parent deductions. So if you foster animals, you might be able to take advantage of a tax benefit for charitable contributions. So, but this is if you itemize, because, the standard deductions are actually going up. So you have to have enough to take an itemized deduction rather than taking the standard deduction. Otherwise, it doesn't do any good. Oh, see, there's one of my little tax deductions right there. He's a guard dog. Okay. Number 5, guide dogs and service animals. Medical expenses are tax deductible if you itemize. Let's say your pet helps you in a health-related capacity. If so, you'll likely get a tax break. And again, medical-related expenses have to be more than 10% of your adjusted gross income, and then anything over that amount is deductible. So that's also kind of a tricky one that you have to calculate as a tax preparer, so I can help you with that. Moving expenses. Oh, there's another one. She's guarding her chew. Moving expenses. The IRS won't let you claim your pet as a dependent, but it's not so heartless as to make you leave him behind if you're forced to move due to work. You can deduct costs associated with transferring your pet to your new home, but there are some requirements you have to follow according to the IRS. So then again, the article goes into how to get that deduction if you want to take it. I recommend keeping receipts. I think I've talked about this before, like with your important paperwork, any receipts that you have, kind of maybe keep them in one drawer or keep them in one envelope. If you have time and can organize everything into certain deductions, there are some categories that I can help you with and give you for some planning in the future. If you think that this is something you're going to want to deduct, you're going to have all the receipts for it, because it's called documentation, and that's just how that works. Anyway, so that's about as much time as I have for today. Please follow me on Facebook, Freestyle Jazz, or Debbie.Freeze. Come and see me play. I'm going to be playing at Melinda Perry's art gallery salon on Friday night, the 16th. Let's see, that's between 5. The reception will be between 5 and 7 with the artist, and that's at Melinda Perry's salon. That's March 16th. Also, I have some time coming up in Santa Rosa. I'll be playing with the band called Relic. I'm going to be performing one of my originals. Got my midterm coming up at school, and I'm singing Someone to Watch Over Me. And also in my songwriting class, I'm collaborating with one of my classmates on a song for California Crystal. Shout out to California Crystal. Be sure and subscribe to her channel as well. And if you don't mind, please subscribe. There's a button below where you can subscribe. And I hope to see you all again soon with some useful information. Bye.